I did not even know that they made a figure of this guy. Also, do you like my two Poke plushies? We got a Sylveon and an Umbreon right here. So, I mean, these guys are not like that remarkable. They're rather unremarkable, but pay attention to this guy. This guy is a clone trooper from the 2003 Clone Wars show. And so, they were not the only things I found at a flea market. I also found this Wookiee warrior, well, I don't know whatever this thing is right here, and this speeder bike. But it's not this speeder bike that is very obviously incomplete. It was who was with the speeder bike, and I'm very happy to have. Dun, 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 dun. This guy. When I saw this guy in the flea market, I immediately just picked him up and was like, holy cow. They made a figure of the Jedi. That is the real beauty of toy collecting like this, because sometimes you just, get surprised. Because this guy was very clearly not part of the 2003 Clone Wars line, because he's not stylized the same as the other figures in that line are. So this guy, I had no idea he was made. And because I thought that, they only made the guys in that style. This might be the only toy of this guy we'll ever get again. And there's something kind of cool about having him in hand like that and getting those kind of surprises. This is Dirge, and if you don't know who Dirge is, he is one of the coolest characters in the 2003 Clone Wars. He also kind of happens to share a name with a random Transformer, but it's, spelled differently. He has some really cool detailing. He has like these little like wrist shooter thing. Focus, there we go. He has these little like wrist shooter thing. Got like this detail on his head here. If you don't know what his whole thing is, he is like an endlessly regenerative life form that made life difficult for Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now generally, I prefer Dave Filoni's Clone Wars simply because of better characterization for the clones, but I can now finally do the Doom guy clone meme. I am very happy to have this guy, but the detailing on this guy is phenomenal. Even though some of his like markings here are kind of like smudged, got like detailing on his helmet. This chest piece, oh my god, I could like rave about this chest piece. He's got like these little wrist things here, like his wrists, and he can ride the speeder. I believe this speeder came with a lance or something that went in here. I think I actually have the lance somewhere in my Star Wars thing, because it was among the random assorted pieces I got. If not, I could probably find the other pieces to this. I did not know they even made this guy, and that is what is so cool about him. And the way they accomplished such a bulky build, being the same scale as other Star Wars figures, is great. I'm definitely going to keep this guy with my other separate